What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Cocteau Twins, and we're going back to their 1984 album, Treasure. Once again, major shout out to Doug, a big friend and champion of the channel, who sent me this and much else. And the next tune in the playlist is Beatrix. It's a female name. When I looked at the title, the only specific reference that came to mind was Beatrix of the Netherlands, who I believe was coronated a few years before this album came out. I think it was 1980. That said, I don't know anything specific about her reign or, the royal house of the Netherlands more generally. So even if it is related to her, I'm not sure what to make of it. It's a single word title. There's no extra context. And perhaps it's just a name for a character in the song. Maybe it is a historical person, but, farther back into the past. Either way, I'm not quite sure what to make of the title other than to suspect that a female will be involved. Again, knowing what I have learned about the Cocteau Twins so far, there may not be a full narrative on offer. It might be more of a, cryptic, poetic depiction or expression that could then maybe be connected to a character through interpretation. But either way, I'm keen to hear what the sonics are going to be like. People have mentioned as we've gone through the first few tracks here, and even some of the tracks on the EPs, that we were going through, that where they are now in '84 is quite far away from Garland's, and I certainly do hear that, though I still feel like there's moments where there's this darkness behind the sheen or the sort of allure of the vocals. So again, I feel a continuity, though I do completely acknowledge that in the handful of tracks I've heard, or I think just a couple tracks I've heard, that it's definitely a brighter and more consonant sound than the Cocteau Twins that I first encountered. So either way, let's find out what this is about. This is Cocteau Twins. The track is, what's up, Train? How you doing? It's Beatrix, and it's from the album Treasure, 1984. Sorry. Okay. Sounds mysterious. Like some cosmic harpsichord. It's like it found some new territory. That's crazy. feel like that was maybe, what, 3 minutes? A little bit more than that, but not much. Yeah, again, it's one that, there's a mystery to it, but there's an allure. It has this, like, shiny appeal, even as it feels a bit dangerous, a bit ominous, perhaps. So, again, it definitely sounds different than the sonic atmospheric garlands, but again, I do hear, a continuity. Having heard garlands, if you played that for me, I feel like I could successfully guess who it was. Regardless of that, I didn't hear enough of the actual vocals, or the actual lyrics, sorry, to get a sense of, what Beatrix were referencing, but again, her vocals, enchanting, layered. There are multiple points where you can hear different versions of Elizabeth's voice doing different things. Which, it's not just that, like, you get a, multi-voice effect in those sections, but it's like the relative locations, if you will, that's like, they specifically alter the sonic atmosphere. So it's cool the way that the arrangement is. It's not just that it's nice to hear more than one of her voice at the same time, but the way they're arranged, I think, is quite good, certainly, like, in this tune. So yeah, looking forward to hearing what people have to say about the lyrics, but yeah, the moment that, I couldn't think of how to express it, but like, by finding new territory, what I meant is, like, it felt like it suddenly broke free, like it suddenly, was shrouded in this mystery, and it was a bit, unclear, and then it just revealed what it was. It, like, came out of its cocoon, and it sort of went into this more fully developed state in the final stage of the track. So I enjoyed that transition in particular. It's, it really took me by surprise when it happened. So yeah, again, shout out to another cool tune, even if I don't know what it's about. Ultimately, I'm looking forward to not only the remainder of this album, but again, in the folder that Han Solo has shared, there's a great many folders that remain, so obviously lots more Cocteau Twins to go through. So shout out again to Doug for sending me Treasure, shout out to Han Solo, shout out to all the folks who've commented along the way, like Mark and others. And yeah, when we come back, the next tune will be Persephone. It's interesting. Lorelei, Beatrix, Persephone, Pandora, Amelia. Whoa, okay, so I didn't even look at this, like, very carefully, but there are multiple female names of significance. Pandora, obviously, that is a notable reference. Amelia, I suppose that could reference a few different people, but I'm intrigued by the titles, which I now... okay, so all titles written... That's interesting. You don't normally see that. All titles written and produced by Cocteau Twins. I guess that just means, like, all songs written, but, like, normally you would see, all songs written by. So titles, it was like, wait, so are we suggesting that, that there have been cases before this where there was a title of one of the tracks, but I don't think that's what it's saying. I think it's just a slightly atypical, songwriting and production credit. But yeah, that's crazy. I didn't, like, pay attention closely enough until just now that, like, clearly there's a theme, or at least, like, they're coming back to different female characters and perhaps casting them in these lyrical poems in different ways. Not sure, but I'll be curious to hear what people have to say. Either way, when we come back, it'll be Persephone. So obviously that's another very significant mythological figure. I wonder, if I will be able to pick up any lyrics, but all in good time. Looking forward to it. Shout out to Doug once again. Let me know what you think, and I will see you then. Peace.